Hey y'all, so I'm not even gonna wait for nobody to get on here. I'm just gonna get started with the messages so I don't forget anything. This is gonna be a collective energy check-in. And the first channel message that I'm getting for the collective is you need to be very mindful and very discerning with who you give your energy to at this time, because some of you can have like a narcissistic, two-faced energy that is siphoning your energy at this time, okay? I feel like this is someone that is an opportunist. This is somebody that cannot be trusted because they're envious of you. So just be very mindful with who y'all are exchanging energy with at this time, okay? That energy is very heavy for the collective. There is a energy vampire that is looking to leech onto you and feed off of your energy and your creativity and your personality. This could even just be someone that wants to stay connected to you for clout purposes or quote unquote cool points, okay? So just be very mindful, especially if you find yourself being extremely drained or exhausted around anyone. That's a sign that this person could be draining your energy or siphoning your energy, okay? I'm also getting for the collective that for some of you, you have so many new doors and new opportunities coming towards you. You have so much abundance and just possibilities that are becoming available to you. And you just need to be mindful and very discerning with who you allow into your circle, okay? As you're elevating, as you're growing, as you're going into these new opportunities, you definitely want to be open. Excuse me. You definitely want to be open to new experiences and new connections. But at the same time, you know, you should always be using proper discernment and trusting your intuition and praying. Definitely just trusting how you feel when you're around certain people, okay? Your body is going to literally automatically let you know if a person is safe in your energy or not, okay, collective? So always pay attention to how your body reacts and how your body starts to feel when you're around certain energies. That'll let you know, you know, how you should move around that person, if you should trust them or not. You'll notice that if you're around, you know, certain energies that are bad for you or toxic to your energetic field, or energy siphoners or vampires, your body will start to react in a negative way. You could start to experience a lot of anxiety. You could start to experience stomach pains and aches, or I don't know, your balance could become off. So just pay attention to how your body reacts around certain people, okay? That'll let you know everything that you need to know, because it's all energy, okay? So just be very picky with who you decide to share your energy with, okay? You said, hey, Keke Palmer. That's so funny. I definitely do not look like Keke Palmer, but hey, Brittany. Okay, in other news, collective, some of you have an apology coming in. Someone has been, this is someone that you haven't heard from, someone that you haven't talked to in quite some time is what I'm hearing. This person is going to be reaching out to you with some type of apology. This is someone that's going to ask you to have a second chance. This is someone that could be manifesting you. But this person is going to reach out. This person is not happy at this time, and they want to reach out and ask you to make amends, to meet up, to talk about reconnecting, okay? This is someone that's going to ask you if they can have another opportunity to be a part of your life. This could be happening. This could have happened today for some of you. It could be happening tonight, sometime this week. I heard Thursday. I think tomorrow's Thursday, yeah. But just know there's somebody that is very hopeful, and they've been manifesting to have an opportunity to make amends with you, okay? This person views you as someone kind of like a good luck charm is what I'm hearing. So once again, use proper discernment, okay? Don't buy any wolf tickets and don't fall for the okie doke, okay? Trust in your intuition always. All right, let's see what else for the collective. I did already pray over it and cleanse these cards before I started the live. Some of you could be feeling alone at this time. Maybe you feel isolated. Maybe you feel left out. Maybe you feel ghosted, or like somebody left you out in the cold. You could be dealing with a lot of emotions at this time. Maybe you've been crying a lot when you're alone. Crying yourself to sleep is what I'm hearing. You could be feeling really disappointed in someone or in a situation that has caused you some type of stress. This could be affecting your health. You could be having migraines, headaches, chest pain, panic attacks. There could have been some type of chaos that caught you off guard. It could have been something with a person. Maybe it was an argument or a fight that you had with someone. Hey, y'all. I'm not going to be looking at the comments much because I'm really channeling right now. And I really want to get it out so I don't forget. But some of you could have gotten into an argument with someone recently, and this completely caught you off guard, and you've been having a lot of stress about this, a lot of overthinking, anxiety, maybe sleepless nights. Maybe you've been crying yourself to sleep, or it could just be a certain situation that caught you off guard, that brought in some type of chaos, some type of fear. This could have you in your head a lot. Maybe you had to block someone. Maybe someone blocked you. Somebody recently got their feelings hurt here in the collective. Some of you could have experienced some type of setback, some type of delay. This was either due to you procrastinating, or you were just very overwhelmed with your responsibilities, with your daily tasks, your obligations. You could have gotten really overwhelmed to the point to where you reached a certain type of burnout, or you were kind of just forced to surrender something. Maybe you lost something. Maybe you took some type of loss recently, a financial loss, a stability setback, maybe a loss of a connection, or some of you could just... I was channeling earlier that some of you could be going through this stage of mourning, whether you're mourning an actual passing of someone, or you're mourning the end of a connection. Okay, some of you could be in this energy to where you're just grieving the end of a connection. This could even be an end of a cycle, at the end of a karmic cycle. You could just be purging out a lot of emotions at this time, crying a lot. I heard sweating, night sweats. Somebody has been dealing with some major anxiety in the collective, okay? Somebody has been either having some type of panic attacks, or just you've been having trouble sleeping, or maybe trouble eating as well. Or maybe you've been overeating, oversleeping, not sleeping enough. Hey, y'all. Yeah, I'm just doing collective. And I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to be looking at the comments much tonight because I'm really channeling a lot of energy and I want to get it out so I don't forget. But thank y'all for tuning in. There's something about, I'm hearing a loss, something about a loss of something, a loss of someone. This could be what's to come. Like I said, it's this energy of mourning. Damn, this could be what's to come. Or if you recently lost someone, my condolences. I really don't like to speak on things like that, energy like that. You know, it's very triggering, very sensitive. But it is coming out, so. Yeah, we got cutting ties, freedom, standing up, awaken. Some of you are going through an awakening, an ascension, initiation. Oh, yeah, that brings me back to initiations, okay? I wanted to talk about spiritual initiations, okay? So, basically what spiritual initiation is, I feel like some of you have been wondering about this, so Spirit told me to address this today. So, spiritual initiations are basically just different levels of your spiritual ascension and awakening that you go through. It's basically growing stages, okay? I can't remember exactly what the main initiation stages are because it happens differently for everyone. But as you continue to ascend and awaken on your spiritual path, you are going to go through these initiation stages, okay? And most of the time when you're going through an initiation stage on your journey, you go through this period where it's a lot of darkness. It's kind of like dark night of the soul. And it happens usually like right before you reach that initiation, like right before you reach a breakthrough, a level up on your journey. You go through this period of just, well, it feels like, you know, just pure darkness. And in that stage of darkness, it's when you're really just having to face your shadow side, face your demons, and embrace the things that are still lingering in your energy, things that need to be healed, things that are holding you back, okay, from elevating. I also want to say that there is not no race or finish line on your spiritual journey. You're constantly going to be healing. You're constantly going to be learning. You're constantly going to be growing. And it's definitely not a competition, okay? So don't ever compare where you are on your journey to where anybody else is on their journey, okay? Focus on your experience so that you can truly learn the lessons and embrace you know, what it is that you need to know. I mean, what you need to learn in order to grow. So just know that there's nobody out here that is just, you know, at the finish line of ascension, okay? I just don't believe that, okay? I feel like we're constantly going to be healing. I mean, life is constantly lifing, right? You're constantly going through ups and downs. So there's always going to be lessons and, you know, things that you're learning and growing through and things that you're having to heal from. So it's just very important to be aware of that, okay? You don't need to put too much pressure on yourself or, you know, you need to still give yourself grace on your journey, okay? And one of the biggest ways to ascend and to elevate and continue to awaken on your journey comes from self-love and self-care, okay? It's 11:11 on the clock too, but it comes from your self-love, okay? The more that you learn to love yourself and care for yourself and pour into yourself, nurture yourself, get to know who you are, you know, that's what's going to trigger that awakening, that elevation, okay? Because what this journey is about, it's not about power and all of those things, you know. It's not about that. Although that, you know, everyone does have different rankings and things like that. You know, that's not really important. I mean, it is to a certain extent because everyone has a position to play, right? Some of us are meant to be teachers, you know, some of us are healers, some of us are, you know, spirit guides, shamans, you know, all of that. But, yeah, where was I going with that? That's why I didn't want to get sidetracked. But, this journey is mostly about, you know, mastering yourself and mastering your life experience, okay? So the more that you learn to love yourself and get to know who you are and, you know, just continue to become the best version of yourself, that's how you elevate on this journey of life, okay? It's not about, you know, all the superficial things, and it's not a popularity contest. It's not a competition. Just focus on, you know, learning and growing. Don't get caught up in all the extra shit, you know, the aesthetic of spirituality. Because it's never going to be butterflies and rainbows, okay? It's never just going to be all love and light. Okay, the journey, the awakening comes with a lot of darkness, and you have to go through that darkness in order to get to the light, okay? The darkness is, you know, it seems like the hardest part, but it's actually the best part because it's what teaches you. It's what elevates you and makes you, you know, more aware. It makes you stronger. It makes you wiser. It gives you that life experience so that you can utilize that to teach other people and to heal other people and to help other people. So don't think that the journey is just all about love and light, especially when you're going through those moments of darkness and those dark night of the soul chapters on your journey. Don't think that that's just you know, like the end all be all, okay? It's definitely worth going through it, but you have to want to elevate and grow, okay? Your ascension is something that you have to want, okay? Because there's plenty of people that choose to stay asleep, that choose to stay awakened. So it's your choice on how far you're going to elevate and ascend on this journey, okay? You can choose to give up. Like I said, there's constantly going to be ups and downs. There's going to be so many moments of darkness right before you go through those initiations and right before you ascend to a higher level, okay? So you can choose to, you know, pause when you go through those moments of darkness, or you can choose to embrace it and keep going and continue to elevate and grow, okay? I just look at it as experience. Like, everything is just an experience and you can learn from it. That's just how I view life, okay? Whether it's good or it's bad, it's an experience. And I say that because I've been through a lot of bad experiences, and I mean, you either choose to let those experiences make you or break you. You can choose to just, you know, roll over and give up every time you go through something that's hurtful or hard. Or you can, you know, take in the lesson from it and, you know, just apply that to your life and keep moving forward. But, yeah, so I just needed to get that out. Let's see if y'all have anything else that comes out through these cards. But yeah, just keep going, y'all, okay? Keep going, keep pushing, keep swimming. Don't give up in the moments of darkness. It's just a part of life and the journey. And if you didn't go through the darkness, you would never know how to be grateful. You would never be stronger, and you would never be wiser, okay? And I'm not saying that, you know, it's just things are just easy to deal with in life, because a lot of things are hard. A lot of things are very difficult, but like I said, it's just experience. So some of you need to, we're going to get into the cards now. Some of you need to be mindful of someone that is very, okay, it's literally saying a psychopath. You need to be mindful of a psychopath, collective. A psychopath wants a second chance with you, okay? For some of you, this is, for some of you, you have like a psychotic ass person that's like literally obsessed with your love life here. They're obsessed with your soulmate. This person could be gossiping about you, starting a lot of rumors. You're being guided to meditate. That's been coming out very heavy for the collective too. I mean, I usually always tell y'all to meditate, but it's been coming out so much lately. Like, y'all really need to get on your meditation. It's so important. It's also very important that every day you remember to call your energy back and cleanse yourself from any energy exchanges that you had throughout the day, okay? It doesn't mean that, you know, that you're cursed or you're under attack or anything like that. But it doesn't matter, like, who you exchange energy with. You always need to call your energy back, and you always need to cleanse your energy, okay? Because when you're exchanging energy with people, you can pick up, you know, their aura, their vibes, you know, even their thoughts, depending on how spiritually in tune you are and tapped in you are. So you always need to be cleansing your energy. That way you're sitting in your own energy, okay? It's just like when, you know, you're advised to keep your business to yourself because you don't want people projecting negative energy or evil eye onto those plans or onto what you have going on. It's the same thing with needing to cleanse your energy after every exchange, because, you know, you could be picking up on other people's projections, or, you know, just like when, you know, somebody, if you're sensitive, if you're an empath and someone cries in front of you, you know, your automatic reaction is to feel sad, is to cry as well, okay? And that's not even your energy. You're now carrying that sad person's energy. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that makes sense. You need to really get used to cleansing every single day, okay? Because, you know, when that happens, especially as an empath, you know, like I said, with the example I just used, you were just hanging out with someone that's sad. Now you're sad. Now you're crying. Now you've canceled the whole rest of your day, maybe even 3 days after that, because now you're sitting in that other person's energy of sadness. You know what I mean? And you were perfectly fine. You were feeling normal, at least. You were feeling peaceful, happy, until you went and exchanged energy with someone else. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So every day, every night, call your energy back, cleanse your energy. You can simply just speak cleansing over yourself. You can take spiritual baths. If you're into candle work, you can do a cleansing ritual. You know, if you're into herbs, you can make you a simmer pot or something. You can, you know, burn sage, Palo Santo, you know, what else? What else can you burn? Dragon's blood, frankincense, myrrh. Well, myrrh is really more so like an offering to your ancestors and spiritual team. You can light myrrh whenever you want to connect with your spiritual team and call them into your space, or just to honor them, okay? You can burn myrrh. We got nurturing, masculine energy. Some of you guys could be spending time with your dad at this time. Or you're spending time with your children, nurturing on them, loving on them. Or you're spending time with your dad and you guys are really bonding. Or this could just be a masculine energy that you're spending time with, whether you're a feminine or a masculine watching. Okay, something about a masculine energy supporting you at this time. Some of you need to know that you are supported and protected by a masculine energy in your life. This could be someone that's very wise. They could be older than you, don't have to be. They could be a father. They don't have to be, though. They could just carry that. I was about to say that daddy energy. Nah, but for real, this could just be someone that carries like that father type of energy. Someone that could be an authority figure. It could be a police officer. There could be a grandfather here, a brother, a baby father, I don't know, an uncle. But some of you are just being supported and protected by a masculine energy, someone that really cares for you deeply, or they have some type of emotional connection to you and they're supporting you behind the scenes, okay? This could even be a spirit guide for some of you. For some of you, you have some type of legalities going on, a court case, or you need to file some type of paperwork here. You need to meet with some type of lawyer here, or there's some type of settlement or court case that's working out in your favor. At this time, you're going to be receiving good news here. I'm here in the next 2 to 4 weeks, 2 to 4 months here. Some of you are going to be welcoming in a new child or a new addition to the family. Even if you're not the one that's pregnant, someone close to you could be having a child, finding out that they're having a child. Or you're just giving birth to a new chapter, a new beginning, new ideas. Some of you, like I said in the beginning of the read, some of you are dealing with some major anxiety at this time, okay? So you really need to take heed to that message about meditating, okay? And calling your energy back and cleansing, okay? All of that was definitely said for a reason, okay? So if you've been dealing with a lot of anxiety, a lot of paranoia, anxiety attacks, you really need to cleanse and call your energy back, okay? Yeah, self-reflection is needed. Some of you just need to be more selfish with your time and energy, okay? You need to sit more in your energy alone rather than just being in people's faces all day or every day. You know, you really need to make time to just be in your own energy and do things alone sometimes, okay? That way you can put things in perspective and stay balanced, okay? You can pour that energy into things that you need to focus on improving or working towards in your personal life, okay? You can't just be spreading yourself thin or always available to everyone else or everything outside of self, okay? It's very important that you love and nurture and water, you know, yourself before you try to just pour out all of your energy, your time, your affection. Some of you could be going out, having fun. Maybe some of you went to the strip club, or you're going to the casino, or you're taking a trip to like Las Vegas or something, or Miami, or I don't know. Some of you are just going to be having a lot of fun here soon after a period of feeling trapped, feeling overwhelmed. You could have manifested like some type of, or you could be manifesting right now some type of vacation, some type of getaway, some type of trip or something where you can just take a load off and just relax, okay? Or some of you need to manifest that at this time, okay? Especially if you've been overwhelmed. There's something here about family, gossip, rumors. something about some messy family members here, or there could be a family discussing your business in private or something, a group chat or something like that. These are people that are burning a bridge with you as they're doing this, as they're being fake and messy, or yeah, they're definitely being sneaky with this. But you know, little do they know, the divine sees everything, and you know, they're not getting away with being messy. So the bridge has already been burned energetically. Okay. Yeah, these people, someone could be worried. There could be a family or a family member that's worried about you finding out about something that they did to betray you. Something that's really going to show that they were disloyal, that they turned their back on you. Something that was unjust here. Unjust. There's something here that they're very worried about. This is either a whole family, or this is a family member that is very worried at this time, mentally exhausted, trying to figure out how to, I don't know, maybe defend their name, or, I don't know, maybe they're trying to figure out how to stop you from finding out what this betrayal is, or something like that. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Antisocial, and you're feeling silent treatment, left out. This family member or this family could have left you out of something that you were supposed to be included in. They could have hurt your feelings in some type of way. They could have isolated you. They could have turned their back on you. They could have made you feel unsupported, unalone in some type of situation. Now they're trying to run away from the consequences. They're trying to run away from the consequences of their actions. They're trying to escape karma at this time. Yeah, they're trying to run away from whatever this is. They're trying to, or they could just be trying to figure out how to come up with some type of excuse, some type of valid reason on why they betrayed you, even though this is showing up as a clear injustice here. For some of you, this is something that has to do with a court case, legalities, an investigation, some type of, I'm hearing trigger warning, some type of passing, unaliving of someone. I don't know. It's messy. The rabbit hole runs deep. We're not going to go into all of that. But whatever was done in the dark is going to be exposed. Somehow you are involved in this situation that has to do with this family member and this betrayal here. This person or this family is trying to, they're running out of time here is what I'm getting. But they're trying to, you know, basically leave you out, not tell you the truth here. Someone is running away from the truth being exposed here. Someone is trying to figure out how to strategically block the truth from coming out here. They could be doing this by creating distractions, illusions here, smear campaigns about you. They could be trying to make you look like something that you're not, make you look like a bad person, make you look like you have some type of mental illness here, or they could be trying to make it seem like you're crazy, like you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, or they're just trying to tarnish your image, your reputation in the eyes of other people here in order to escape some type of karma or consequences here of whatever this betrayal was. Whatever this is, I feel like it's something deep. It's something deep, a deep betrayal, a very dark secret here that's being exposed here by the divine. It's like the divine, I'm also getting the divine gave this family or this family member plenty of time here to confess whatever this is, to tell you the truth about whatever this is. And they're still running away from doing so. So their time has ran out with the divine here when it comes to telling the truth. The divine is exposing whatever this is now. this family or this family member is very egotistical, narcissistic. They were an opportunist. They did something here to basically gain and to cause you lack. So basically, this is kind of giving sacrificial energy, whether it was a literal sacrifice. They could have tried to sacrifice you in order to level up in life, have a come up to get initiated in something, or this was a whole family that did this together. They chose you as a sacrifice, as one of them at least, because there's definitely not just one. But anyway, there's just something here about a family member or a family here that banked on your downfall in order for them to level up and to rise here. Okay, whatever that means to you, take it how it resonates. The time card here, again, confirming what I just said. Time has ran out here to make things right, to tell the truth here. Spirit gave these people more than enough time to tell the truth here. The ancestors are here. Yeah, this was a family that was toasting, cheering, or this person was toasting and cheering with other people about whatever this betrayal was here. They met up with others. They collaborated with others. These people could have been under the influence, intoxicated when they did whatever this was. They were very bitter, angry, petty, salty towards you. They felt like you deserved this betrayal because they were jealous of you, or they just didn't care. They were just cold and heartless. These were narcissists. I don't know where we're going with this, Spirit. We got drowning over your head, overextended, rock bottom. These people could have tried to cause you to just be in a place of the sunken place type energy that keeps coming out. The sunken place. It's definitely giving like sacrificial energy. Whether it's just suppressing your divinity, your gifts, or actually like unaliving you. Destiny swapping energy. Make sure you guys rebuke all of that. Some of you have a beautiful partnership coming in here that's manifesting into your life. Someone that you're going to be very safe with. Like, look at the picture, how he's just holding her. Whether you're masculine or feminine, you're going to feel very safe with your partner here. Some of you have manifested this. It's coming in. Some of you are already experiencing this. You have someone in your life that is like home to you. Someone that you feel very safe with. This is your confirmation. You can just feel it when you're in this person's arms, or if you're masculine, when you wrap your arms around them, you just feel that oneness, that safety. Okay, basically your spirit feels like it's at home. Someone here is trying to play games. Someone that you blocked, someone that you moved on from, someone that you don't want anything to do with is trying to play games here because they don't want to be blocked out of your energy. This is just someone that plays a lot of games, which is the reason why they got cut off in the first place, I'm sure. This is someone that kept you very confused, in drama, conflicted, or it was just always drama with this person. They're manifesting you. They're showing up as toxic, clingy, shattered. You need to avoid this person. Or maybe you're having a hard time letting go of someone that was very toxic, someone that kept you very confused. Stagnant is what I'm hearing. Be mindful of insincere apologies, okay? Insincere reconciliations, collective. Definitely, like I said, pay attention to how your body reacts around people. They have cursed energy or they're cursing you, okay? So just be mindful of that. Yeah, we got karmics here. Archangel Michael is here, though. Making sure that you stay happy. You have peace in your life. Balance is being restored. Justice is being restored in your life. Some of you are heavily protected by Archangel Michael, and he is protecting you from people with dirty energy, people that are liars, deceptive, especially false romantic partners here. Archangel Michael is blocking that out of your energy and letting you know that you have many great opportunities and possibilities, that life is only going to get better for you here. That's confirmation for someone. Okay, know that you're very protected by Archangel Michael. Like, Archangel Michael does not play about you, just period, okay? But yeah, make sure you guys are taking that time, like I said, to cleanse, breathe, sit in your own energy, call your energy and your power back every single day, okay? Don't let people drain you, play in your face, siphon your energy, none of that. Don't let people project onto you. Don't let people confuse you. Don't let people compete with you. Like, just learn how to pull your energy back at this time, collective. Very, very, very important message for the collective, okay? So I hope that these messages resonated with you guys. I know it was a little different from how I usually do my readings, my messages, but I don't know. I was really channeling. So I hope that those messages helped and they resonated, and I'm gonna try to upload this on my page or my YouTube. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in, and much love.